Welcome back, everybody. Yes, I'm glad you saw David's.
3, 2, 1. We were a little laggy.
You're supposed to
that.
5, 4.
Yeah, I think that's what Loopy was helping us on.
You can't say it. Anyway, we're back. It's another great Wednesday here in Indianapolis, Indiana.
It's a really great Wednesday.
It is a nice day out.
And if you're a follower of the channel, it's a really great day. We've got a couple games, and we've already heard in some of our Discord members saying, wow, someone said 2 of my most anticipated games on your channel.
Are they Revive and Lacrimosa? Or Lacrimosa and King of Monster Island?
Lacrimosa and bread.
Beer and bread. So I'm
this is on the hotness as of yesterday.
I was going to say, like, this wasn't even talked about until, like, yesterday or the day before. So we weren't sure, like, how many people were going to be like, oh, yeah, beer and bread. Obviously, people love beer. People love bread.
I love both of them together.
Those are great things.
I dip my bread. I'm kidding.
No, you know what? Like a bread with like beer cheese. Oh, sure. And then I go to some like German. Anyway,
we've had this game.
Good food.
We've had this game for a little bit. We were actually able to get a copy given to us at Gen Con.
Yeah, but we weren't allowed to talk about it. So
they'd announced it very recently, and I think they just went up for pre-orders.
It did, and Loopy says it's already jumped all the way up to #1 in the hotness.
Yeah, it was there yesterday. I didn't know if it was still today, but
yeah. So that's beer and bread. So we're gonna jump into that. Of course, before we start, a big thank you to Game Toppers as always for sponsoring us here at MvMLive, and a big thank you to Capstone and Deep Print. Deep Water, that's a different company.
It is.
To Capstone and Deep Print, because we're giving away a copy of Beer and Bread. So you don't have to be at Essen. You can win one just from watching today, commenting, join in on the contest that way.
All of the things. Yes, thank you very much for the sponsorship. Take a look for this. Enter to win.
Yeah.
Or maybe go pre-order it.
John says it's about to get yeasty in here.
Oh boy, bring on the puns, John.
So I wonder, we'll talk about the game, and actually let's take a quick look at the board right here. This is basically this is the entire table presence of the game.
It is so quick to set up.
Well, it is. This is from Scott Almes.
Yes.
Tiny epic guy.
Yeah,
it feels like that a little bit.
It does feel like a Scott Almes game once you played it. In fact, the first time I played this, I hadn't even looked. I just set it up, started playing, and then I saw his name, and I was like, oh, that makes some sense, because it feels a little bit that way, for sure. It's a very quick playing game.
Yeah, and this takes place in a village that has a lot of crops, and they use those crops to make beer and bread, which I actually wondered historically if that was like, if there were some areas that were just like primed for that.
I'm sure there's
and like that was it. They exported beer and bread. So you're playing in one of those little villages.
I think we're both in a village. Like, I think we're in
2 different villages separated by this river. That's right. And we're both drawing water from this river. Well, we are drawing from the same fields. So we at least share.
Yes, that is.
We share these fields up here.
The fields.
And these fields are like the hops, the barley, the wheat. I don't know what this one is. I probably should
That's
know.
rye.
Rye. Oh, that makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So we're going to be collecting these and then using them to fulfill objectives on cards to make either beer or bread. What's really interesting about this game and what you're going to want to kind of keep an eye on as we're playing is that you're going to be scoring points for beer, you're going to be scoring points for bread. At the end of the game, you're getting whichever of the 2 is lowest.
Yes.
So you have to literally do beer and bread.
That's one of those points during the rules teach where everyone at the table goes, oh.
Yeah, you can't, it doesn't just add everything down or up. It's literally whatever one is your lowest. So we're going to be doing that by placing cards, multi-use cards. You can use these cards to gather resources. You can use these cards to upgrade your farm, or you can use these upgrades to fulfill the contract essentially and actually create the beer or bread. And we're not going to talk about it up front because there's not a lot of rules in that. You're just doing one of those 3 things, but you'll kind of see how those things chain and connect as we play.
I do want to say one thing though. One cool thing in addition to multi-use cards, which I love, is there's 6 years in this, or 6 rounds, and every other round behaves a little bit differently. We're going to be drafting cards in one round, but in the other round we don't draft any cards. It's the fruitful years and the dry years. So we start with the fruitful year, which is going to be one where there's a little more resources in the fields, and we're going to be drafting. So we're going to take 1 card at a time, pass back and forth. But in the dry years, things are going to change up a little bit differently. There's also 3 types of bread and 3 types of beer. And some of the scoring cards, in fact, there are some cards, some of the upgrades are actually scoring upgrade cards. And some of those will trigger off of that sort of thing.
I've got the windmill. So I go first.
Yes, the windmill is the first player.
And I'm
marker.
playing, for the record, for everyone watching, I'm playing up here.
Just because he has longer arms, everybody.
I do have longer arms, so I'm playing to the top. David's playing to the bottom. In a normal game, you'd actually just put this in between you and you'd play on opposite sides, but obviously we're on the same side of the table.
We want you to see it as well as possible, so we've...
All right, so I'm going to start, crazy enough, I'm going to start with an upgrade.
Whoa, that is crazy enough.
And the way upgrades work, upgrades are the bottom part of a card, and you can see that card anatomy here. You'll slot this in to one of these sections, whichever section it says. This is part of the broom here, the cleaning section of my farm. It says, whenever I clean up only beer, I get 2 wheat. And you'll see how cleaning up works in a second. But that was my play. So I played one card. It was an upgrade. Now we just go to David, and he's going to do the same thing, and we'll do this back and forth. But we are going to be essentially drafting. So we're going to be trading hands.
And you could probably, at least in the Fruitful years, play your harvest
cards
right there, and I will do the same. But we're working with.
Are you going to harvest right now?
I am going to harvest right now. What's your upgrade?
Genway is so dedicated. He's actually at a brewery, probably drinking some beer and eating some bread right now while he watches us.
Nice.
We could have done this from a brewery. That would have been fun.
That would have been fun.
So you're collecting.
I'm going to harvest. So when I harvest, I'm going to take a water, and what did we decide this was?
That's wheat.
Water and wheat. And water is pretty plentiful. And these get stored right here in my storage house. You only have like 9 spots, although I could upgrade that. And you'll see how harvesting continues, because when you harvest again, you might get these items.
Yeah. Well, now we have to trade hands.
Yeah, we do.
Oh.
And if you didn't see also, you can see on the backs of the cards, there's beer and there's bread cards. So you kind of have some information without having seen the cards yet.
I'm going to gain some resources as well. I'm going to play this one for the water and the rye is what we called it. So I'm going to put those in my storehouse right there. Oh, not enough to brew anything, but...
I am going to... A lot of interesting upgrades here.
Yeah. It was a good hand of upgrades. I didn't want to give them all to you, but I took the one I liked.
I'm going to play this one to harvest again. So when I harvest here, I get what's on the card that I just played, but any card I played previously, I get that as well if it matches the resource.
Yep.
So I'm going to get 2 of these.
2 waters and 2 wheats.
And 2 waters.
That's pretty. You're a pretty good setup right now.
I'm in pretty good position.
All right, trade those cards with me. I could do something similar. Why not? Let's do it. I'm going to do 2 waters and 2 ryes. So hopefully I get some mixtures that need a lot of rye. I don't know if we're going to.
All right, on this turn, I am actually going to bake some bread.
Already?
I have this one. I have water and 3 wheat.
Oh,
so
nice.
I'm going to put this bread face down, having achieved that. These go sort of out of the game.
Out of the game, yep.
And here's the water out of the game. Well, for this round.
For this round. Water will come back. Oh, that's it. So tell me there's something that was just water and rye. There's not at all. Ooh, in fact, all of these things need a lot of different stuff.
Yeah.
I definitely don't have any of that.
I wasn't sure I was going to get the card back that I wanted to make. That's the interesting thing about this game, or one of the interesting things about this game is during the drafting years, you're sitting there like, oh, well, I'll make this. So you start laying cards to harvest for it, but you're passing cards back and forth, so you might get your cards back and go, oh, what did he do with that?
Right.
He may have used it with for an upgrade, or he may have harvested.
I'm going to harvest again a hops and a wheat. So now I've got one of everything. So, and also these cards, this is super interesting as well. All the cards that you harvest, you're going to draw those back into your hand, and that's going to be your hand for the dry year. So you're kind of thinking ahead too. If you really want to keep a card later, you might want to just harvest it now because you'll get that card back.
So I'm going to play an upgrade. I'm playing this upgrade here. It says, at the end of the game, for every 2 bread cards that you sold, gain 1 extra coin for bread.
Oh, nice.
And one thing we didn't note, because it didn't make sense for Ryan, but when you upgrade, you also clean out your storage rooms. So you can generally only hold 1 beer that you've made and 1 bread. But whenever you upgrade, you can then clean these. So I'm going to take this off the board and set it right here. This is sort of my score pile.
Yeah.
But I couldn't make more bread until I did that.
All right, let's see what we've got. Can I make whatever this is? No way. It needs 3 barley. What do I want to do with this card? Well, I might as well gather it. And when you gather, so here I am out of space. So I could get rid of some of the other resources that I have out there, but this is the one I want, so I'm just going to gather that one.
All right.
There's a lot of puns here, by the way. Loopy says, any way you slice it, you look ready to bake,
Any way
David.
you slice it. I kind of made a pun yesterday. I don't know if you put it in the description. Leaven.
No, I didn't, but I thought I said to say it. You could say it.
We talked about using leaven and ale in the description.
Yeah, I mean, thematically, this game looks like it thematically is very much like Heaven and Ale in that you're brewing the beers, but gameplay-wise, not. I didn't want people to get confused.
Sure. Plus leaven.
But Leaven and Ale is a pretty good.
I'm going to play this card right here in a harvest, so I'm going to get 3 water.
Yep, you got a lot of water.
I'm set for water. It's time to brew some beer, but only one of the.
Yep.
Is that barley?
Barley. Yep.
Yeah.
So we did. So that's
One
it.
barley
We're out of cards in our hand. So now we go to what's called the windmill phase, which is where the windmill, the first player marker, is going to pass to whoever has the least amount of resources currently. Now that is David. He's got 6. I've got 9. So he gets the marker, and then we're going to move on to a dry year. Dry year is interesting because we're not going to be drafting cards, passing them back and forth. We're only going to have the cards in our hand that we start with, and that starts with all of the harvest cards you played. You're going to draw back up into your hand.
So you had 4. So
I had 4.
And I have 3, so I get the top 2 cards.
So then we're going to draw until we have 5 out of that. So, man, I got a lot of bread in my hand.
The other thing important about the dry years is that the goods reset in the fields. So we need 1 more wheat. We need to reduce the amount of
barley
we have. We
so
need
let's go
1
to
more
5
rye.
here, 4 here, and only 4. Yep.
Yeah, so things are a little lean in the dry years.
A little bit.
And I am first to go.
You are first to go. I thought I could do one of these, but I can't. Man.
Oh.
What?
And we forgot.
Oh, to add out.
The
So
other really important thing in the dry years
is that we get these cards up here that we could exchange from our hand. If you really don't like your hand, you could take one of these 3 cards instead. But the caveat is that you must immediately play this bonus card as soon as you take it. So you can swap, but you have to play that card you just swapped.
And that's exactly what I'm going to do because I like the look of this beer.
And what are you putting out?
I'm going to swap. I'm just going to put this card out.
Can't do that one either.
I am going to play this for a harvest and take a wheat and a barley.
Yep.
We gotta write that. I want to make sure we're right on the.
Yeah, wheat, barley, rye, and hops.
Yeah, that makes sense. I just want to make sure. Yes. Right.
I know how to make beer.
Do you?
I know what's in it.
Who in the comments have brewed your own beer? Sound off.
I'm gonna do.
Oh wow. So
this
is this a
drafting
game?
Am I gonna sell all 3 types of bread?
Chad Stilson has brewed his own beer. Was it any good, or did you decide that you're going to stick with buying beer?
All right, I'm gonna do an upgrade. Oh no, I want to make a beer first, but I don't have. All right, I need to get a wheat, so I'm just gonna take this. It's gonna get me a barley and a wheat. I can't keep all of it, so I'm gonna actually get rid of this for the wheat. Oh, that's not a wheat. That's a wheat. What am I doing? There's the wheat. So this is going to go away. And then I could take a barley too. Sure. Let's get rid of one of these.
You need more storage,
ryes as well.
Sir.
I do need more storage.
You can actually, there's a number of upgrades that give you general storage. There's some that even give you specific storage, like for just water.
All right. So I'm done then.
Okay. And note that we're not we're not handing the cards back
during
and
a dry
forth,
year. Yeah,
which
that's
is also something to remember because it takes some. You have to adjust to each round like that.
Gosh, man, these puns are just going forever. I'm surprised no one's run out of puns.
I'm going to.
John says he has a question about how you store beer, but he'll cask it later.
I love it. I love it. Bring on the puns every week, everybody.
Yeah.
We need to light that
It almost
fire.
guarantees that one of the winning comments will be a
I
pun.
get 2 of these.
Loopy says he doesn't fall for beer pressure.
Oh,
David had to think about that one.
No,
for
I
a second.
didn't. I was just enjoying
Oh,
it that
just
much.
enjoying it?
You might just win with that. I love it.
Are you done? Did you play that? You
I
harvested?
harvested.
I'm going to make a beer, and that beer is going to
What?
cost
Oh, you're
3
making
waters.
A heck of a beer.
Heck of a beer. It's going to cost 3 waters, 2 wheats. Oh my gosh, this
That's
is
one
everything.
heck of a beer, eh?
A barley, and that. There we go. This beer is done.
Oh,
That beer.
righty.
What was that? Strange brew?
I mean, it was a Canadian accent, sure. My turn?
Yeah.
I'm going to do something Ryan loves to see me do. I'm going to exchange back for the card that
That
I
you just took?
just put down. And note that when you do the exchange, you do have to play the card that you took. And I'm going to make this beer myself for 2 water and 3 barley.
I like this card, but I don't think I'm going to get wheat. So, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to upgrade. And I'm going to put an upgrade here that says, if I manage to bake all 3 types of bread, I get 2 extra coins. And I can get those coins added to either category. And then that's going to cause me to clean up my beer. Put that down here or over to the side. And then it says, whenever I clean just beer, which I just did, I get to collect 2 wheats. So there we go.
Nice.
2 wheat. Yeah, thank you. So I need to get on making some bread, though.
I'm going to upgrade. This upgrade goes down here. And this says that during the end of the seeding phase, each year collect 1
free hops.
And when you do that, you take it from the field. So you can get into situations where a lot of the fields end up just being empty.
So I need some
Oh,
bread.
and that lets me clean out this beer.
I need some bread to make. So I'm going to swap this out here with this water. And I'm going to play this for a water.
Jeremy says, I took 1 look at this and I'm immediately buying this.
2
Jeremy,
wheat.
it is one of the most pleasant little fast-playing 2-player games, especially if you're, a Euro fan, because it does have the Euro vibes. I love the multi-use cards. I am going to do another upgrade. Am I going to do another upgrade? No.
I don't know.
I am going to harvest. So, hold on.
So I did a beer. I need to do a bread.
I am going to harvest this, which gives me 2 waters and 2...
There's only 1
last
left.
wheat and 2 of the waters.
I really want to make this bread, but I'm 1 rise short. And if I take that card, I lose the
You have
chance.
to do it.
But I can do this one. So I will do this one instead. It's just 1 water, 1 barley, and 2 wheat. So I will make a bread for myself. And I'll put that bread right there. So there was my bread. That was
David
what I
Bauer
paid.
says he's never brewed his beer, but he's had beer in Germany. That's about as close as you get. I've never... have I had a beer in Germany?
I've had German beer, but not in Germany. Because I've never been to
We should
Germany.
also discuss favorite beers and favorite breads.
Ooh, I like sourdough bread, a warm sourdough.
Sourdough's pretty good.
That's like with the nice butter. Oh, you know what though? Here, let's refresh. So all these cards go to the discard pile.
I mean, we could do the rest of the stream
I don't know
just
if
on
it,
beers and breads.
I don't know if
you
it
like.
counts as like a type of bread, but those rolls at Texas Roadhouse are phenomenal.
The brown.
Yeah, with the those.
Oh,
That's,
no, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, the rolls. Yeah.
I could eat those rolls forever.
So the harvest cards are discarded out of the game.
Yep.
When we go back to a fruitful year.
I've got 4. You've got more than 4, so I'll
There's
take.
your windmill.
I'll take the windmill, and then we're gonna move on to another plentiful year. That's
need
great. So
2
we're gonna.
hops.
As far as beer goes, I'm a big Weizengut fan. I don't know if anybody.
Ooh, I'm not a beer. Elisha is the beer connoisseur by a country
I'm like,
mile of the 2 of us.
so there's a brewery called Omagong, which is they do like Trappist ales.
Gong.
That's my favorite brewery. They do like specialty beers all the time. It's so good. I'm sure that people out there know Omagong. It's really good.
David Bauer confirms Texas Roadhouse rolls are delicious.
You could just
they
eat
are.
that as a meal. Don't recommend it, but you could.
When I go to Texas Roadhouse with my boys, the number of baskets.
See, Haley
of rolls
knows.
that
It's
we eat-
it's like upstate New York. It's
Oh.
Really good.
Have you been to Three Floyds?
Oh yeah, I've been to Three Floyds. Three Floyds is here in Indiana, so
Three Floyds is great.
I actually grew up not too far from where Three Floyds is.
My go-to beer is the Taxman
Taxman's
Exemption.
good. Yeah.
It's a triple because I like a little bang for my buck.
You do like a little bang for your buck. And
I
that's
do.
fun.
I do.
So we're back to drafting this time.
We are back to drafting.
So I'm gonna play this card.
Oh, at the end of the season.
Oh, you're right.
phase,
You get to
I
collect one of these. I'm gonna collect one of these that gives me 2 water. So I'm gonna take 2 water and slide it over here. That was pretty good. I'll have to bring you some Omegong. They have one called the Three Philosophers. It's so good. It's just so good, David.
I'm actually going to go ahead and brew a beer.
Okay.
For 2 water and a barley and a hops.
And then we swap. All right, I need to let's see what I can do for an upgrade.
So yeah, as you can tell, it's a pretty fast playing game. We've been narrating and talking, and we're already into round 3 of 6.
I'm going to do an upgrade here. I'm going to score a +1 coin for every 2 bread cards. Well, if you could tuck that under there for me, David, I can't quite reach. And that's going to get added to my pile. I've got 1 beer and 1 bread, so kind of balanced.
I am going to I'm going to upgrade.
Yep.
Which is going to give me a wheat at the end of every seeding phase.
Oh, so you're just loading up your seeding phase. And then you can clean up your storeroom.
Get that beer out of here.
I'm going to brew a beer.
Oh, you jerk.
It's 2.
That's the one I was hoping was going to come back
Was it really?
to me. Oh,
2 water and 2 wheat.
I couldn't
here.
because I had a beer here.
2 water and 2 wheat to make that beer.
There is an upgrade. There's upgrades that allow you to hold more than 1 card here, which would have been really nice because I would have brewed another beer right then.
John says if you play too quick, you'll get a crumbly score at the end. I just like David's
John,
reaction to these.
Stick with the beer pun. Hit that. Hey, you know what? Deadpan, thank you very much.
Hit that like if you eat or drink. So that should be all of you.
And honestly, if you're in the middle of a fast,
you
hit the like anyway. You could just hit the like.
Who doesn't enjoy eating or drinking? I guess there are people out there. Captain Holt from Brooklyn Nine-Nine.
Oh, Ryan.
What?
Why'd you take the card that I wanted to do?
Because it was an easy one to do. It was. I literally had all the resources for it.
Kind of a jerk.
I didn't. Well, I guess you did have everything you needed for it. I'm not really looking at your resources, though. Also, I wasn't going to keep it just so you could gain it. Like, that doesn't feel good either.
I should probably do this. I'm going to play this. And take a water, and a barley, and a wheat.
Okay, swap.
Yep, swap.
Let's see what we've got here. All right, I'm going to do this one here. It's going to get me 3 water, so I'll take 3 water out of here. 1, 2, 3. It's also going to get me a wheat, and it's going to get me a rye. So there we go. I don't think that's enough to make anything. Goodness gracious. Loopy says, David, you're on a roll.
I love it. I have to be here every Wednesday anyway, but I'm definitely coming back for the puns.
Is this where we find out that Loopy has a thesaurus open, which is bread, and he's just looking for every synonym?
I'm sure people on bread pun websites.
Breadpun.com.
I'm doing this to get 2
We're going to have to make room for that hops.
I will make room for the hops by getting rid of a water.
Okay. All right, show me my last card. Oh, I cannot brew this, unfortunately. But I can gain the resources for it, so I will get a hops and 2 wheat. I can't keep. Well, I'm gonna take both. I'm gonna get rid of one of these ryes.
I'm gonna upgrade. So I can take wheat even if wheat is not in the field.
All right, so that's it. We have the exact same amount of resources, which means
it goes to me.
It does change hands.
And we collect.
And
our
now we are on a
cards.
dry phase. So collect these cards. How many
I need
extras do
three,
you need? You
please.
need 3 more. 1,
3 good ones.
2, 3.
Well, looks like
And
a
I've
good
got
mix.
3 here, so I need 2 more. 1, 2. All right, so we need only 5 wheat, 4 barley, 4 rye, and 4 hops. We got it, and then we'll put all the waters back. You got some water sitting over there.
I do
too,
have some
David.
water sitting over here.
And let's see what we got.
And I'm first.
You are first.
All right. Well. Oh man. Desperate. I'm gonna make some bread. So for 1 water, 2 barley, and 2 wheat.
Oh, we got to put out. This is the dry phase, so we got to put out our bonus cards up here.
Hold everything. Still making the bread. So I'm making this bread right here. It's going right there.
Mm-hmm. I need to make a bread. What do I have here?
Yeah,
Ooh, I don't have
because
any
of the multi-use
barley.
cards, sometimes it is hard to say goodbye to some of the powers.
I'm
But
gonna get 2 barley, so I need.
honestly, thus far, I'm just focused on baking and brewing the things that I'm capable of.
That's good. You should always focus on the things that you're capable of.
That's
David.
what I say in the mirror every morning.
I'm done.
I'm baking and I'm brewing and people like me. Back to me, huh?
Look, we have a viewer from Germany who's drinking proper beer right now while they watch. So, German beer is better.
German beer is better. I am going to, speaking of German beer,
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to brew a beer.
Okay.
For a water, a hops, 1 of each.
All right. I'm going to swap a card out here, and I'm going to bake this bread for
Bake
1
this
water,
bread.
2 barley, and 2 rye. So it's a good thing I kept those rye. And I'm going to bake that bread. And there it is. Go ahead.
Well, I can't do anything else.
Oh, you're empty. So you got to harvest.
Well, I could.
You could upgrade.
Ooh, could I harvest? What do I have going on here? I am going to harvest.
Okay. Good. 2 wheat.
For 2 wheat.
All right, I'm going to play an upgrade. It says whenever you remove both beer and bread cards, you gain 2 water. So go ahead, if you could slide that under there for me, David. I can't quite. So I am going to clear a beer and a bread, which is nice. So I'm going to get 2 water for that.
And if you hadn't noticed, the different upgrades go into different sections. There's a harvest, there's a seeding phase, and
So it just tells you basically when those
storage.
things will trigger.
Yeah.
Yeah.
back to me.
Back to
you. Ooh. What are we in? The 4th round?
We're in the 4th round already.
That's not going to help me that much. I am going to play this upgrade, though. Right here. Whenever you remove any bread cards from your bakery while cleaning it, collect 1.
One
and then
water.
I'm going to clean both of these,
So you'll get 1 water.
and I get 1 water.
Nice. What
I
am
mean, it's all right. It's all right.
My thing is to have all 3 bread cards. Okay.
Taking a look at my point situation here.
Man, I don't know what I.
Okay.
I forgot I
I'm not
got
sure how
stuff
many more
out
cards
there.
I can get done before the end of the game.
Well, we got 2 more rounds.
I know, but can you get 3 done in 2 rounds?
Not 3, but I can get 2 done. That's all I
know,
need.
But I need to get 3 done.
That's a
make a
tough.
difference.
That's a tough call. Got these and these. I need a brown. I can't get a green and a brown. Well, what do I want to set up for next round? Actually, I don't need that bread. Wasn't there a thing for beer? Oh, then the game for every 2 beer cards, or for every 2 bread cards, I get a coin. I'm trying to remember all my in-game upgrades. I want to have all 3 types of bread. That's my goal, is to have
Is
3
it?
different types of bread. I don't know if I'll get that or not. I've never gotten that one. So I have the 2 wheat. Is there something that... Oh, man. All right, well, I guess I need something. So I got to get rid of something.
You definitely need something.
Let's get rid of this one and take this one. And I will immediately harvest it for 2 hops. Got to do it.
What do I need? I need that.
Yep. Got to do it. I need one more type of bread. I'm leavening up.
I'm going to swap this for that far one.
This one?
Nope.
Or this one?
Yeah.
Well, dang.
And then I'm going to play that. Oh, wait. Is this the dry year?
Yeah.
I'm going to upgrade. Do I want to upgrade? Yeah, I do want to upgrade.
And you were doing a lot of upgrading over there. I was going to take this upgrade that let me have a bonus if I have more upgrades than you, but I don't know if I'm going to.
I did that last
But I'll
game.
take it anyway. Can you tuck that under my coin one?
By the way, oh, you got a lot of end of game scoring here. I'm not so keen on that.
I have a few. All right, everything gets discarded. You're going to remain first player because you've only got 3 resources left.
Yeah, my last upgrade, by the way, if you can't see it, it says at the end of the seeding phase, get a barley. So I'm getting a barley, I'm getting a wheat, and I'm getting a hops at the end of the seeding phase, which isn't bad.
1, 2, 3, 4. All right, there you are. And
we
here I am.
need 4
Oh, yeah.
wheat. I've got 3 of them.
There's one more. And we need to get 4 more barley.
Yeah.
I've got 4 right here. It's nice to have, this is a good harvesting turn here.
I've got this one.
All right, and then the water.
It's still on me, huh?
Yep.
Oh, a boy.
Man, I don't even know what to do here. There have been a couple good food games recently. That's correct. David is talking about Dolce, which is another great food-based game that we
Yeah,
play.
I really like Dolce quite a bit. It
You
was
could
a
play
fun
beer
little
and bread
entry.
onto Dolce. You've got your appetizer and your
dessert?
dessert. We just need something about
An appetizer?
the main. Well, this beer and bread could be your appetizer.
You know what? There is a game coming out from, oh, who was it? I can't remember, but it's a charcuterie board.
Charcuterie. That's right. Yeah.
Charcuterie board.
You're first to play.
I know.
Wah, bum.
Bum, bum, ba-doo.
I got to do 2 more cards. I got to do a beer and a bread in the next 2 rounds. So let's hope.
Well, I am going to harvest with this. So I get a water. Oh, I get a,
Oh, yeah, you
I
get
a
stuff.
wheat, a barley, and a hops. Hold on. This might change.
No. Oh, yeah, you do.
This might change.
That's pretty good to have invested those upgrades.
That might change my situation. Sadly, it does not. So I'm going to still do that and get a water.
Mm-hmm.
And finally get a barley. Barley.
You mean
needs
rye?
A lot of, or a rye. I haven't had a lot of rye.
Well, I'm going to get
cards.
2 rye right now.
Oh my gosh! Of course you had that.
So 2 rye, and then we swap. Tell me I can make a beer here. Jeez, these are not easy beers to make. All right, I can do 1. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be a tough game. I'm not sure I'm doing very well.
I don't know. I think you're probably doing all right. I'm going to harvest, so I get 2 water and a barley, but I only have space
For one thing,
the barley, and that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm going to brew a beer for 2 water, a hops, a wheat, and 2 rye. So that basically wiped me out. But that is a big point scoring one. What do I need here?
I'm gonna upgrade. I just like having this upgrade situation. Now I get a barley too, or a
Oh, you're
a
going to take
rye.
like everything during
so
that
I get
phase.
1 of each thing, which is kind of fun. Although it's the 5th round, so we'll see how much that helps me. It's only going to help me once.
Yeah, I don't know if any of this is going to help me at all, but I am going to put out some more upgrades. Whenever I collect any barley, or I could collect one additional one, that's going to let me cash in this beer, which is going to get me 2 wheat because of my card. And then we swap. I need to get some rye. I need to figure out a way to get rye
Beautiful,
here.
Ryan.
Did I set you up, David?
Yes, I'm going to make this bread for
Well,
2 barley of water and 3 wheat.
There was no way I was doing that one, so you're,
Yeah, I was just afraid
welcome.
you're going to use it for an upgrade or something.
Nope.
So yes, I made this nice 7-point bread.
How many you got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 upgrades? I've got 6. I'll make this my 7th upgrade. I can always collect rye even if there's no rye on the table or in the fields. All right, go ahead. 7-point bread is better than 7-grain bread. I don't like 7-grain bread.
I like 12-grain bread.
I don't like 12-grain bread.
12-grain bread is my bread of choice.
That usually has like nuts and stuff too on the like that. I don't like crunchiness.
Oh no,
to my bread.
I like all the crunchiness. In fact, I'll even
No.
not as a normal bread, but on occasion I'll have one of those breads that have like even like dried cranberries in it.
Interesting.
Oh,
I don't know how I feel about that.
Oh yeah.
All right, you've got one thing. Got one more card.
I'm going to do this and collect 3 water and 2 barley.
All right.
Which is a pretty big grab.
I'm just gonna tuck another upgrade under.
Tuck another upgrade. Do you have the thing that gives you points for upgrades?
Yeah, if I have the most.
How many you got? 1, 2, 3,
I have
4,
8.
5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Yep.
I'm gonna have to. Okay,
well,
that was that round.
So now we go
to the dry year.
So we should only have 5 wheat there, 4 barley, which we do.
I think we can all agree no
4
raisins.
You know, I like raisins only if it's like raisin, like the toast, like the cinnamon raisin toast. That's about it. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh yeah.
That's it.
Of course.
Okay, well.
You have fewer.
Yep.
There you go, Windmill Boy.
And I get 1 card, so I get 4 more.
Are all
1,
the
2, 3,
fields
4.
set?
All the fields are set. You have 3, so you get 2 more.
And I get 1
And
of
then we'll
each
add out
thing.
1.
Oh wait,
2,
I get 1 of each thing.
3.
Hold on, I gotta figure out what. Oh, I should have my cards first, right?
Yep.
Yeah. I need to take a look at something here.
How many cards do you have? I've gotten 5 done so far.
Same here.
Well, that's 6.
Well, 6.
So you're already ahead of me. If there's 3 and 3. But the thing is, you got to get 2 done this round.
Yeah.
So we'll see if it
And
happens.
it's a dry year, right? So these are the cards they are?
Jeremy says he's raising his eyebrows with all that extra shuffling. I don't even... Shuffling of what? These cards in my hand? I do shuffle them a lot, but that doesn't...
I am going to, because I haven't taken my stuff, I am going to take this right here.
Yep.
I'm also going to take... this is rough.
What is rough?
Oh, did I take that already?
You took a 1, yes.
I took a wheat. Well, that stinks.
You get 1 more.
I know.
Unless you want to get rid of some stuff. And I have the windmill, right? Yep.
Yeah, I'll take... what are you trying to make? I'll take a barley.
I don't think anything you
Or
can
rye,
do anything about,
or
but...
rye, rather.
All right. You ready?
Oh, you know what? When I did this, I should have cleaned this, I believe. Was that not the case?
I don't know the order that you played it.
Okay.
I don't remember. I'm sorry.
You won't give me the
I feel like this was the last thing you did, wasn't it?
Might have been...
Yeah, because you didn't add a new one for...
Well, no, I added this one somewhat recently.
Because you had 7 before
okay.
I started like my
It's
last 2 turns of playing upgrades. So I don't know.
What'd you do?
I
harvested. Okay. Well then, I am going to
I need to bake. There's no way I'm baking 3
I'm
things
gonna
this time.
exchange
So
for that beer closest to you.
this one here. There you go.
And then I'm gonna make that beer for 3 water.
Okay.
There's the beer, everyone. 3 water, 2 barley, 1 wheat. Got a few things left. Boom.
All right, I'm gonna gain 3 more rye, but I only really want 2 of that. And then do I want anything else? So I've got that, and these 4. So I'll have a wheat left and a hops left. No, I don't. I'll take the. I don't want the hops. I'll take another rye. That's it. It's on to you, David.
Yeah.
Whew.
I don't think I'm gonna be able to make things happen. Oh, I so badly want to get 1 more bread made.
Well, you've got a lot of bread.
I do. I'm just gonna have to upgrade and ruin your chances there, I think.
Well, I can still upgrade. We'll see. We'll see, David.
I'm going to play this upgrade. Whenever you remove any beer cards from your brewery, collect 1 water.
So you basically get 2 water here?
Yep.
There you go. I'm going to bake this bread for 1 water, 2 wheat, and 4 rye. Oof, that feels so bad to get those really expensive ones. I don't know if it's going to pay off at all, but I'm baking it, so that's baked.
Let's see. Man, oh man, oh man.
Man, oh man, oh man. What?
Sometimes you just can't, you just don't have anyone to go out and gather a certain resource for you. It's just not in the cards.
Not in the cards.
All your farmhands are loafing around.
Oh boy.
I'm gonna build this upgrade.
You're just trying to keep me out of those 2 points, aren't you?
Indeed.
Well, I'm going to build an upgrade.
I'm going to build.
And that lets me cash in this bread.
Of course you had another one of those. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6,
We both
7,
have
8,
9.
9. How many cards you got?
1.
I'm gonna build an upgrade.
Okay.
I'm not just doing this to be a jerk.
Well, you are. They're not giving you points.
Just a fringe benefit. Well, I can't.
Well, that's fine. As long as you're keeping those 2 points away from me, you're not getting more points in cards. So I'm okay with it.
I can't make anything else.
Oh, you got water, didn't you? I'm sorry. Whenever you get water, I'm supposed to get a water as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah. That was my card I played last round.
Isn't that from the harvest phase, though?
Whenever any other player collects any amount of water during their harvest. You're right. Sorry. It does say that. I'm reading it upside down.
So sorry about your water shortage.
All right, well, I'm not going to... I had one that wanted me to have 2 more resources than you as well. I'm not going to get that one either. So, there's no point. I might as well just upgrade for my last card because I can't do anything else with it.
So now you have how many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
I have 10.
10. And I have...
You have 10 as well, so...
And you have to have more?
Yeah. I'm not sure how many of my in-game scoring cards I actually got, so...
I will play that and take a barley and a water. You get a water too. Oh, no.
Yeah, that was a harvest.
That was a harvest.
But that's not going to give me more than you do. All right, well, that's it. That's the game.
That is it. So we move on to final scoring.
Let me grab all my final scoring cards so I don't forget any of these.
I only have one. It's going to help me a tiny bit, but I don't know that I have enough to win. So tell me your beer
my
score
beer
first.
score is 21.
My beer score is 21.
Really?
Yeah.
All right. What about your bread score?
This is all beers, right? Yeah. My bread score has something added to it. For every 2 bread cards that you
Oh, I wasn't
sold,
counting any of those yet.
gain. Oh, well, my bread score as it is only 18.
Mine is 19.
Oh no!
But we got in-game cards here.
And then I have this one. For every 2 bread cards you have sold, gain 1 extra coin for bread in general. So I get 1 coin because I only have 3.
I have that same
So
card.
I have 19, and you have 20.
Yep. And then,
oh,
well, I have 20 and 21. I don't have 2 more resource tokens than you do. I didn't play more cards than you do, but I did make each of the 3 types of bread.
and that
So I
gives
get
you
2 coins added to my lowest. So that actually what makes this, my bread is 22 and my beer is 21.
Oh, does this? Oh, or beer or bread.
Yeah.
Nice. So 22 and 21, and 21 and 19.
So 21 is my low.
21 to 19. Ryan
Oof.
is the winner.
Oh, our camera turned off.
Hey, everybody.
Sorry, our camera magically turned off.
Go back to the other screen.
It's okay. We'll at least wave.
We'll wave
We'll
to
at least
you.
wave goodbye.
We lost our camera. I'm going to say goodbye.
Wow,
Yes. Bye,
that's too
everybody.
much.
Was that too much?
Yeah, not sure what happened there, but thanks everybody, and we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.